Hey guys, 7 WWE Rocks here. Thank you so much for joining me on episode 46 of Saturday Night's Kickout. We're getting really close to 50, and I am super excited about it. So I've planned on for number 50, the big episode, I guess. I don't know. I've been doing this for 50 weeks. I mean, that's pretty crazy to think about, just to look back on. But I'm going to be doing a big Q&A, so please start thinking some questions. You know, I'd really like some of these questions to be thinkers, not just like the regular, who's your top favorite 5 and stuff. Like some really good, interesting questions, or just random nonsense, whichever. So thank you so much, and I got 300 subscribers, so it's going to be kind of like that special too, just for a big thank you. And it should be really fun. I can't wait for that episode, and yeah, I just can't wait for it. So first off, before we get into, I'm not going to do NXT because I didn't watch it. Like, I saw the main event, or I heard about the main event, and I don't know. It was the Vaudevillains versus Enzo and Big Cass, and I was just like, man, I don't know if I'm going to skip it, but next week I'll probably watch it as I watch the latest NXT. But no NXT tonight, but I feel like we have a lot more important stuff to talk about, and just get that thought process going on storylines and such. And I still think it's going to be a really fun episode. So, but before I get into all that, started off the Raw and stuff, yesterday I made a video and I took it down because it was non-wrestling related. Probably the last time I ever do that. Actually, no. Side note, real quick, I'm thinking about starting to do, once these new superhero movies and such come out, I'm a big superhero fan. Me and my buddy, WWE TNA 1152, go check out his channel. Me and him might do a video together just talking about stuff. And I'd like to do reviews and stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to review Ant-Man when it comes out because I'm pretty excited for it. So, yeah, side note. But back to what I was talking about. Made a non-wrestling video, just a simple story and of an encounter I had like a month ago or something. And something I said really, if I'm not going to get into it at all, something I said really like offended or upset someone, one of my subscribers, which kind of, really sucked to see, honestly. And they just ripped me to shreds in the comments section. But I took the video down because honestly, you know me, I don't want to piss anybody off and getting all that YouTube drama and stuff. I could care less. I'm just here making wrestling videos for you guys to watch and us to talk about. So first off, I just really want to apologize for any, way I offended that person or whatnot. And it wasn't like it was like directly to him, but it was just something that happened in the story he didn't agree with. And yeah, so I'm fine with it. He can say whatever he wants to. He said he's going to be still watching my videos, but he just said how he's looking differently on me now. And that really sucks to see because, like, my YouTube videos, you only see me for like 4 or 5 minutes a day, 4 3-minute videos, whatever. So I'm kind of like a character, I guess, where, you see all this good stuff, but you don't really see, like stuff that would piss you off if I did it, like talk about my personal life or stuff. But getting too deep on this, getting way too deep. But again, just want to apologize and hopefully stay around, watch my videos, and just have fun on this channel. That's what it's all about. So let's get into it. Let's talk about some wrestling, guys. Raw, I only got 2 segments to talk about because Raw gets talked about enough. So much reviews. I feel like maybe you guys just want to hear my thoughts on the big stuff. So Brock Lesnar, he met a car and he destroyed it. So it was a really good segment. Like, we all knew the car wasn't going to make it. We thought when it first came out 2 weeks ago, we thought, oh, it's done. But no, it stayed a full week. So we were like, what are they going to do with the car? Brock Lesnar demolished it. And it was pretty funny. A good segment. I really enjoyed it. Like, at first I was like, this is kind of stupid. Rollins and J&J came out with like axe handles without like the axe blade part. So they just came out with like kind of not Singapore canes, but kind of like that. And they're going to beat down Brock. So Brock comes out and he brings out 2 axes. Like, he says, no, I don't care about just the handle. I want the blade part that can kill someone. So he got 2 axes and just demolishes the car, starts breaking windows. He smashed one into the door, so he couldn't even rip it out. Like, just the brute force of Brock Lesnar. He doesn't know his own strength. No, he probably does. He probably can kill anyone that he wants to. And he just started beating it. And the J&J security, when they came out, I thought it was really funny when he just throws Noble into the door and then, like, breaks his arm. And then he grabs the other, just throws him. Just German suplexing Mercury on, like, the hood of the car, which was freaking awesome. Best part, though, him ripping off the door. And someone explains it to me. I thought he actually threw the door, but apparently it was, like, the inside interior or something from the door. just frisbees it into the audience. There's like a video of someone not getting hit, like the title says fan gets hit, but it's just for views. And kind of it like smashes by him, maybe it hit him, but he just picks it up and holds it up like a souvenir. Imagine going home with telling your mom or dad or whoever saying, yeah, I got this door. Brock Lesnar just threw it at me, so I thought, I'm gonna keep it. So I thought that was really cool and just really funny. Like, you don't Brock Lesnar does the craziest stuff. And then he went after Rollins, who was in the middle of the ring with his little axe handle, and Brock jumps in like Mysterio, like one jump onto the apron, another super jump into the ring, and Rollins just throws it at him and just runs. So I thought that was really funny. Brock's just insane. Like, he can do like nothing wrong. Like, in all honesty, anything he does, that's why I like his promos, and I wish he would talk more. You don't know what to expect from Brock Lesnar. He's just gonna do a funny facial expression or just some random line, like say something stupid, Paul, and people love him, which I think it's freaking awesome. So that was really cool. Good segment just to demolish the car. That's something we kind of haven't seen before when it comes to, the cars. We all know the car is going to get destroyed. I didn't think we expected Brock Lesnar to rip the car door off and throw it into the crowd. So that was pretty cool. Next, the main event. It was supposed to be Cena doing his U.S. Open Challenge, which he did, but Owens came out and said, I want to face you, and I want to fight right now. So they were like, let's do this. Cesaro comes out and says, you know what, Owens, back off. This is my time to shine, and, whatever. So Owens leaves. So I was surprised about it. He just left without anything about it. And then Cena versus Cesaro happens. So what a match. Like, in all honesty, great, great match. I'm so happy for a guy like Cesaro that really needs that push and deserves it. Like, in all honesty, freaking deserves it. The man with his physical strength is just insane. Like, it's mind-blowing they don't see this and say, this guy's strength is so crazy, let's push him or freaking give him some sort of character or a title. But yeah, I don't know, but it was a great match. Like, in all honesty, awesome match. And both guys took it to their limits. Like, some people were saying Cena actually got like tired during the match. Like, his sit-out powerbomb, he could barely put his arm on Cesaro's chest to pin him because he was so tired. Like, it was that good of a match. So, and that like just fast pace and just their energy is draining. They hit everything, like everything. They were hitting neutralizers, AAs, uppercuts, the suplex from the apron to the middle of the ring. Awesome. And it came down to Cena ended up winning, of course, with an AA off the top rope, which, obviously Cesaro was going to beat him on Raw with the Owens-Cena match happening at Battleground. But Owens comes out and goes for, pop-up powerbomb. Cena reverses AA to Owens. Owens rolls out. And champ is here. Cena defends his title and puts Owens in his place. So that was all right. He has, it can't always be Owens demolishing Cena. So, Cena's got to get some offense in. And I'm going to save it for my prediction. I'm still going to say this, but honestly, I think for Battleground, Cesaro comes out, attacks either Owens or Cena or something, and then they make a triple threat at SummerSlam for the title. And then I think that's when Owens will win the United States Championship, because he's versing Balor the day before SummerSlam for the NXT title. So I'm thinking he's not going to go in as United States champion, honestly. So I think he fights Balor or somebody, or fights Balor, somebody interferes or something, he just loses, and then next night on SummerSlam wins the title. So that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments section. I'd gladly hear it. Thank you to that one viewer that's staying on. I appreciate it, and just thank you so much for stopping by. So now that I didn't watch NXT, we're just going to go on to Ring of Honor. Jay Lethal, they showed him, has both belts now. He won Battle of the Belts, beat Jay Briscoe cleanly, 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. Awesome moment. And they announced it that he's not Nigel McGuinness. He said, are you giving up the television title or are you giving up the world title? And Jay Lethal's like, what are you talking about? I'm keeping both of them. And Nigel's basically saying, okay, if you're going to keep both of them, there could be chances, later shows where you defend both belts on the line in the same night. So at the beginning of the show, you could fight for the television title. And then at the end of the show, you're defending the world title. So that's going to be really interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. It's not like an undisputed championship. It's literally he can defend either one of them. He can lose one but keep the other. So I'm excited to see how that unfolds. And I think some great matches are going to come from it with Aries. And I know he's defending the TV title against, what's his name? One half of War Machine, Hanson. He's going to defend it against Hanson sometime, I think right before Death Before Dishonor. But Death Before Dishonor, he's facing Roderick Strong. So really pumped for Lethal's title defenses, and he's gonna make a great champion, like an all honesty, awesome champion. Moving on, main event was a good one. Michael Elgin and Red Dragon, got the Red Dragon shirt on, were versing the Kingdom. Now, I don't remember any of the spots because if I really want to talk about the spot stuff, just go watch the match. Like in all honesty, great match, awesome finish. It had it was a chasing the dragon, and then they put him to where Elgin could like hold him up, powerbomb off the top rope, 1, 2, 3. Adam Cole gets pinned, but here's the thing: it wasn't really the loss, but it was just the dysfunction between the Kingdom. Now problems are starting to come up between the Kingdom. The Kingdom basically said before the match, they were like, we know how you feel bad, Cole. You're not like you feel like you're kind of an outcast or not a part of us altogether because we're in Japan winning titles while you were here, resting your shoulder when you were injured. So that was a good point. Like that kind of like I always thought that when they were in New Japan, I was always thinking, man, I wonder what Cole's thinking. They're in New Japan winning titles and Cole's, resting or whatever. So I thought that's a good storyline. So when Cole gets pinned at the end of the match, he holds up Red Dragon and Elgin's hands, and he holds them up and leaves without the Kingdom. So problems definitely stirring with the Kingdom. And I know what happens. I've already seen spoilers and stuff, but possible face turn for Adam Cole, which I'm interested in seeing how that unfolds. And yeah, it should be good. Next, we're going to talk about some Lucha Underground. And title of the video, Lucha Underground is on fire. That's punny because I'll get to that later. But first match, The Mac versus Brian Cage. And I saw it was like 4 minutes, so a little disappointed. Very fast pace, of course. It's 4 minutes. And the Mac down a roll-up pin. Got the 1, 2, 3, and when he's like, hightailing after he gets a quick roll up, just flips off Cage. So I thought that was funny. And I don't really know where they're going with that. I don't know what, at Ultima Lucha, maybe they have Cage versus Mac in like a rematch or something. And I don't know, but it should be fun. Should be good stuff. So next match, Mil Muertes versus Son of Havoc. Mil Muertes will face Prince Puma for the world title at Ultima Lucha. If you don't know what Ultima Lucha is, it's basically Lucha Underground's WrestleMania. I think it's their only like named like event. I don't think any other events have had names, but it's their season finale, so that makes it even more insane. And Mil Muertes versus Son of Havoc. Son of Havoc easily could have a single run. The guy is phenomenal. He's 1/3 of the Trios Tag Team Champions, and Katrina and Eva Lise had some spots during the match where Katrina was like trying to like entice or seduce Angelico. So Eva Lise was like, "What are you doing?" So freaking Katrina chokes her and like hits her with that like rock thing or something she has like in a small pouch bag. I don't know, that she holds up that gives Mil Muertes his powers or something. I don't even know what I'm talking about. This does not sound like wrestling. It sounds like a superhero thing. But Katrina and Mil Muertes, they have their 3 little like henchmen guys. They're like Death or something. I forget what they were called. There's some like Death Angel thing. They're pretty creepy. But they had them out. Son of Havoc does cartwheel and then like a senton over the top rope, takes them all out, which was awesome. Goes for the shooting star press, his finisher, lands on his feet. Mil Muertes ends up putting him down with a big spear, flatliner with like a mic check. 1, 2, 3. Mil Muertes wins, which was obvious. But I'm wondering how, like, I'm guessing at Ultima Lucha, it's going to be Eva Lise, Angelico, Son of Havoc versus, like, the Demons of Death guys or whatever for the titles. And I'm meeting Eva Lise tomorrow, so I'm really excited for that. And hopefully, I don't think she'll have the belt, obviously, but it'd be cool to meet, like, or it's cool to meet a Lucha Underground person. Like, I'm really excited for that. And she's versing Barbie Hayden. Some people know who that is. I'm not really familiar with her. Versing Barbie Hayden for Barbie Hayden's championship along with Candice LeRae. So it's a triple threat, which I'm excited for. Eva Lise, Candice LeRae, little like confrontation thing or whatever. So that should be really good. But anyway, back to Lucha Underground. Main event was Alberto El Patron versus Johnny Mundo. It was team versus team. So they put together, Alberto got 3 guys, Mundo got 3 guys. And it works out pretty well because mostly each guy was like feuding with the other. Mundo, of course, I'll just say the teams. Johnny Mundo, Hernandez, Jack Evans, and Superfly versus Alberto, Drago, Aerostar, and Sexy Star. So it was like Mundo's feuding with Alberto, Hernandez is feuding with Drago, Jack Evans is not really feuding with Aerostar, but both of them have one of those ancient medallions, so that kind of went together. And Superfly is feuding with Sexy Star because he's pissed off she ripped off his mask, or she defeated him to take off his mask. But it was like called an Atomicos match. I didn't really know what that means. Like, I guess in Spanish, Atomicos mean like a bunch of random high-flying, flippy shiznit stuff. That's awesome. I haven't took Spanish in 2 years. It's not the best. But I thought the match was going to be a little better, honestly, because I just thought like they'd be doing dive after dive and all this crazy stuff. And just, I don't know, I thought it was going to be better. It was good, don't get me wrong, but I thought it was going to be like a lot crazier. And Mundo got a roll up on Sexy Star, held her tight, got the 1, 2, 3. That's how he won. But yeah, I just thought it'd be a little better of a match. But Jack Evans, I freaking love. I think he's awesome. I'm excited. Hernandez versus Drago was announced for Ultima Lucha. Alberto El Patron versus Mundo has already been announced. So some good matches coming in Ultima Lucha. I really can't wait for that event, which will be August 5th, I believe is what they said. So we're getting close to the end of Lucha Underground, which really makes me sad. To end the show, Pentagon Jr., Vampiro and Matt Striker are talking. Just, talking about being announcers. Not really. They're talking about something. And Pentagon Jr., who has been feuding with Vampiro, but Vampiro will not fight him. He is done wrestling. He doesn't want to have anything to do with that, and he's an announcer. And he can't let that inner like demon thing get to him. And so he's talking, just normal announcing, talking. We see Pentagon Jr. behind him, just enziguri to the back of the head, just knocks off his headset, and he just falls over. And then Pentagon Jr. just starts attacking him. Comes out with gasoline and pours it all over Vampiro, pours it all over him, throws it, gets a lighter. This is getting real. This is getting really intense. I'm not watching wrestling anymore. This is like murder. This is going to be like the video during Pentagon Jr.'s murder trial. So he pulls out a lighter, basically says to Vampiro, he's like, you won't fight me. You have 1 week to decide. If you don't decide or whatever, and you don't fight me, I'm lighting you on fire. It's basically what he said. Blows it out, and that's how it ends the show. So, got really heated. Get it? All right, it got really, really intense, and I'm excited for that match. I don't know if it's going to be a good match, but psychology-wise, this match is freaking insane. Like, it's going to be really hyped up. But, yeah, hopefully just the match itself is good and lives up to this hype to it, because I can't wait for Vampiro to finally snap, put on the face paint, and just kill him. So, yeah, that's what I got to say about that. Sorry, got into it as well. Moving on, TNA. With EC3 winning the world title, he was in charge. I don't know why. They said some reason, I think, but he was in charge. That would have been good for about, 30 minutes or stuff, but in charge of the whole episode, a lot of dumb matches happened. It was, just a bunch, not random, storyline-wise, it was good. I don't know if this makes sense, but having that just a full 2 hours, a lot of stupid matches happened. But it was all right. I don't know. So, basically, Matt Hardy comes out. EC3 says he's going to defend his title 3 times. He's a fighting champion. So, Matt Hardy comes out and says, I better be one of the 3 guys. And EC3 is like, well, you would be, but I'm actually putting a tag team match. Oh, but your brother is, retarded. So, that's legit what he said. No, he didn't say that. He said something else. Keep it PG. He was like, well, your brother's stupid, so and broke his leg, so it's actually going to be a handicap match. You're going to verse Dirty Heels. So Dirty Heels come out, and they get the stupid finish. I hate this finish, where one guy is on Matt Hardy, holding him down for the pin, and the other guy holds his leg out where the ref can't see. How holding a guy's foot keeps him from kicking out? Are you that strong? You're able to hold the guy's foot, and just the whole body weight is, paralyzed. He's like, I can't kick out. I don't get that, but that's how they won. I just thought it's 2-on-1. 30 Heels could have hit their finisher, gone over Matt Hardy. I think it would have been all right. But that's just how I feel. Okay match. Not really that great. Next, the Rising's no more. They came out, did a promo. Drew Galloway just said, the Rising may be dead, but we're going to stop EC3 and blah, blah, blah. The Beatdown Clan, we're going to stop them. And or I'm going to stop them, because it's not just about the Rising. It's about all of us, pointing to the fans. And Eli Drake, I think. Yeah, Eli Drake did a promo, and he was just like, you gave me a chance, Drew. I love you, blah, blah, blah. You're great. And then Micah didn't even say anything. Micah just stood there. So I was like, okay, they have no faith in his promo skills. But they walked out, and basically EC3 came out and said, Drew, you're not done yet. You're going to have a handicap match with yourself. Revolution versus Drew Galloway. So it was Abyss, Koya, and Manic and versus Drew Galloway. And Drew Galloway won. So proving, once again, the Revolution absolutely worthless. Like, just disband the team. They are nothing. They're pretty crap. They're pretty garbage. Koya, like, I don't know. They didn't really give him a chance. Putting him in that group, he's just getting lost in the shuffle. Manic, too talented to even be in that group. And Abyss is just that veteran to be there, I guess. But yeah, Galloway hits like the single leg drop kick like Hideo kind of. Got the 1, 2, 3, so I don't really care. Basically, that meant he couldn't beat he can beat 3 other guys, but last week when he versed the Beatdown Clan, when it was 1 against 3, couldn't beat them. So I don't really even get what that means. Next, Robbie E versus Jesse in a street fight. And I missed this match. I had it in the background. I really wasn't paying attention, though. I was trying to pay attention, but I had other things to do, so I couldn't watch it. But I saw the finish. It was like power bomb, and then he got him in the Boston Crab, Jesse, with a chair like on top of Robbie, so he could like not move during the Boston Crab. And he didn't tap out. He actually passed out from the pain, just screaming in pain. And Jesse got the win. So honestly, I would have had him just tap out. Like, we don't really need Robbie being like, oh my gosh, he did not tap out. He passed out. He's so strong, blah, blah, blah. They could have had him tap out. I mean, they need to make Jesse look good. In the long run, I think Jesse's ultimately going to win this feud. I would hope so. But so I don't really get the point of having Robbie E just paying. He could have tapped out. We're not thinking Robbie E's like this some great wrestler. That's just me, though. And, yeah, so Jesse got the win, which I thought was good, but I would have had him tap out. Next, Bram versus Anderson. And Bram got DQ'd because that's how, like, all his matches happen now. Once again, TNA does not follow their storylines. 2 weeks ago, Josh Medley said, oh, from now on, Bram's matches will be no disqualification. Next week, gets disqualified. The following week, gets disqualified. So, TNA, keep up with your own storylines, like, in all honesty. So Bram comes out, he like screams at some tech girl and's like sends mic out. So the mic drops and Bram grabs it and just beats him with it. So I don't know, I'm not really interested in the Bram versus Anderson feud, but hopefully something cool happens. Like hopefully they surprise me and prove me wrong. I would love that. Jeff Jarrett did his interview where it's a Jeff Jarrett interview. He basically says the same thing over and over again. GFW is going to be revolutionary. The King of the Mountain title is going to be with us, and the winner is going to defend it. And if he loses the match, he doesn't get to keep the belt. That's all I can tell you at this moment. But it was just a Jeff Jarrett Global Force interview, so I don't know. He just says the same thing over and over again. And, yeah, King of the Mountain, I see EY has been interfering at GFW events, and he's actually stolen the title. So he's, like, in custody of it, but he's not really the champion. Maybe that's a good promo. Maybe he'll bring it back to TNA during the live tapings, and they go from there, which would be pretty cool to see. But we'll see how they go with that. Tyrus versus Lashley. And once again, Tyrus, completely worthless. He just always loses. Like, it's like, what's the point? The only time he's ever been successful in doing anything for EC3 is when it's an EC3 one-on-one match. If it's a tag match, Tyrus always gets pinned. But if it's one-on-one, EC3, Tyrus always does something behind the ref's back or whatever. Tyrus loses to Lashley, but a really, really cool spot. Like, this was awesome. Lashley picked up, like, electric chair style, had Tyrus on his shoulders, picked him up, and just held him for a while. Just held him up, and Tyrus was all, like, jiggling and stuff. And I thought that was funny. But Lashley holds out his arms like this, like, let's go, kind of, and still is holding him, which I thought was crazy. And just drops Tyrus and then spears them 1, 2, 3. So Lashley, freaking beast. Like, I hope they put him in some other storyline, not just have him like just beat a bunch of guys. Because obviously, if he keeps winning matches, he should get a world title shot. But yeah, he did that was awesome, and hopefully he has like an interesting storyline that doesn't involve the belt since he's already had it. But yeah, Lashley, freaking awesome. Like, if you didn't see that, go back and watch it. It's awesome. Velvet Sky versus Madison Rayne, and Velvet Sky hit a stunner and won. Cool. Next, sorry, there's really nothing more from there. EC3 defended his title 3 times. I'm just gonna say this was the close. This was the final segment when really it wasn't. He defended it twice, and then like 40 minutes after came back for the main event. But first match, he said, "I'm going back to my roots. I am going to first the guy I first for the first time ever in my TNA career." So Norm Burnham, was it? Yeah, he versed him at Bound for Glory, right? I think. I don't know. I'm stupid. I probably got that wrong. But yeah, versus Norm Burnham, and I love that guy. Him and Dewey Barnes were hilarious when they were in TNA against EC3, and EC3, just killed him. So second match, he hits his finisher 1, 2, 3. Second match, he says, this is Shark Week coming up, so let's get Shark Boy Shale. Yeah, let's do it. So Shark Boy comes out, of course, loses. So Angle comes out and says, I have a contract that says I can have my rematch whenever I want to, so I'm going to have it tonight. So they have the rematch, of course, and he's got him in the ankle lock. Like, this is, minutes into the match. Got him in the ankle lock, and like EC3 pulls up to the ref and, like, punches him or, like, knocks him out or something. So punches him, taps out. Another ref comes out and just immediately disqualifies them. So that makes no sense, because anytime a ref gets knocked out or, gets accidentally speared or something, a new ref comes out and he just continues the match. It's not like he's watching TV in the back saying, "Oh no, he got knocked out by the guy, I'm going to go out there and disqualify him." No, that's never happened. So that happens, and ref just comes racing out. EC3 is tapping out in front of him, and he's like, "I'm just going to disqualify EC3. So Angle wins. EC3 gets to keep the belt. I didn't really get, but, who cares? So Dixie Carter comes out, and she's face. So I don't really care for that. But I think, yeah, I was probably, when she turned heel, I was probably like, this is dumb. So, what do I know? I'm stupid. So basically, she comes out, and she's face now, and she's like, EC3, blah, 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 you're her name, and blah, blah, you cheat in ways, or, I'm getting tired of them. And I've changed, all that stuff I did was my fault and on me, and I shouldn't have acted like that, whatever. And she says, "I'm not in charge anymore." And EC3's like, "I'm in charge?" And she's like, "You're not in charge either." And he's like, "Aw." And then she's like, "Neither of us are in charge," and then leaves. So the announcers are just like, well, who's in charge? So next week they will reveal the authority figure. I already know who it is, and I'm just interested in seeing where it goes, honestly. But yeah, should be good, I guess. And not the best TNA episode, but they've had good episodes before, and I think they can really keep it up. And maybe when the live tapings happen with all the Global Force Wrestling stuff, I'm sure they'll do an invasion the next TNA tapings, and then it'll really heat up. But right now, I think it's going to start slowing down. And then maybe towards the end of the month when they do the tapings and Global Force people come in, that's when it goes, like, really heats up. So moving on for the top 5. My opinion, 5 guys. Number 5, I went with Lashley just because his feat of strength was awesome. This week was kind of hard, so sorry if my answers aren't that great. But 5, Lashley. 4, EC3, because he defended the title 3 times in one night and kept it. Number 3, Lesnar. He destroyed a car and ripped it to shreds. I thought that was pretty awesome. Made a great segment. 2, Cesaro, because he just was freaking awesome. And 1, probably a lot of people are going to hate this, but Cena, because he defended the title in a great match and won. I kind of keep these lists kayfabe, or, with the storylines. Honestly, I think Cesaro really showed a lot more than Cena, but, storyline-wise, I'm going to keep it like that. So Cesaro 2, Cena 1, just because he won the match. So hopefully you understand what I meant. Match of the week, Cena versus Cesaro. I just thought that was an awesome match, and I just love Cesaro, and I wish he would get pushes. And Cena, I heard the Chicago crowd, when the show went off the air, Cena really put Cesaro over. So that's really great to hear. I'm really, really happy to hear that. Yeah, so that's match of the week. Kick-out segment where I talk about all the positives in wrestling. EC3 is world champ. That's pretty awesome. Like, I love that. I just love seeing that. Also, Shop TNA, go check it out. They just released an 11x17 poster of EC3 signed by him. So I think definitely check that out. $25, I believe it is. So like 30, 35 for shipping, I think. That's what my friend said. So yeah, definitely check that out. And Finn Balor, NXT champion. That's awesome. He's versing Kevin Owens. So that will be a really good match. I'm excited to see how they do all that and stuff, and who, like, I'm sure Finn Balor wins, obviously, but I'm more interested in Kevin Owens and seeing where he goes from here. So I'm excited for that. Battleground's coming up, so I think the weeks will really heat up. PWG, that's enough positive, as it is, because they are announcing matches for 3 men to 4. I mean, the Young Bucks defending their titles against Jack Evans and Angelico. That's going to be freaking insane. So that's going to be awesome. And where's my package? That's what I want to know. No, supposed to be getting a package, and hopefully, like, it didn't get here today. It was supposed to get here today. Man, a bunch of liars. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where to go from here, basically. Anything else, basically, what I'm trying to say. Ring of Honor's doing really good, and I'm excited. Their 200th episode's coming up, so I'm really excited for that. And, yeah, that's pretty much what I got. Sorry, not the best, but got my event tomorrow. I might make a video. I don't know. I might make a video after this and just upload it tomorrow. But I don't know, because I'll be gone the entire day. So, yeah, got my wrestling show, and I'm super, super, super excited. And I will have pictures, so definitely follow me on Twitter at 7WWERocks, my YouTube channel name or whatever. And I'll have plenty pictures, like when I meet them, and unless something goes wrong, of course. But when I meet the wrestlers, I'll have pictures, and then my seats and stuff, and pictures during the matches. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I really appreciate it. And enjoy your Saturday. That's all I got. So thanks, guys. And as always, have a nice day.